Welcome everybody, it's Sylvie McCracken from sylviemccracken.com, and today I have one of my incredible clients, Genevieve from GenevieveLuna.com. Welcome, Genevieve.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I invited Genevieve, who is a health coach, on just to talk about her experience in terms of, getting this ebook written through our 8-week ebook engine program, which she just graduated from. And, Genevieve, just to start, why don't you tell everybody what you do, what you help people with?
So my goal as a health coach, I guess, is to always help people, support them in any way that I can, to get on a better path of health, whatever that may be for that person, because it's different for everybody. So, educating them more, or helping them achieve, goals with respect to physical fitness, or sometimes even a health goal can be, how can I reduce stress in my life, or how can I better my relationship with my family members. So it can be all sorts of different things that whatever person may need.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you want to tell everybody what you decided on in terms of your ebook topic, what you help people with in regards to your ebook?
Yeah. So a big thing, and I guess it impacted my life so much, was the ebook that I chose was to do it on kids' sleep apnea. And sleep is a huge part of a person's health. And I noticed that my daughter, it was is wreaking havoc on her own health. And it led me down this path in finding a solution for it, and realizing that the common solution wasn't the solution I necessarily wanted to have for my own daughter. And then realizing that there are alternatives. And then even coming to the fact that the common solution is to have surgery, and alternative solutions can include changes in your diet. But I found out that even after just changes in her diet, having it stop her sleep apnea was short-lived. And by that, I mean, 2 years later, I was like, wait a minute, something's happening here. I can tell that she's not sleeping as well. Only to come to realize, oh my gosh, did she relapse? And so then this book was all about finding the solution that was long lasting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that being a big part of it for you, for sure.
Yeah.
And so in regards to your business, and obviously, you've got a day job, you've got young kids. So tell a little bit, tell people kind of why you decided to kind of leverage your business and create an ebook and join our program. What was the driving factor for you?
So I've always kind of dilly-dallied on this idea of being an entrepreneur, having my own business. What was that going to look like? What was it going to do? How was I going to make it sustainable? And so the idea of passive income came into play, and it was always, how do I make passive income? And I watched one of your ebook workshops, or presentations, and it just made sense. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, but do I want to do that? Do I want to write a book? Can I write a book? Who am I to write a book? All those questions came up.
Yeah.
So but the idea of having passive income, and kind of building that foundation for my business, that was the goal.
Yeah. And also, like you have young kids as well. And, with your day job, it's just one of these things where, I love how resourceful you got in regards to time, because it's not like you were just sitting around going, I think I'll do this. Instead of twiddling my thumbs today, I'm going to write an ebook, right? Like you really had to carve it out and say, this is a priority for me. I'm going to find where I'm going to fit this in between chasing kids and day jobs and, spending time with my husband and the rest of it. So that's incredible.
Right.
So, and what would you say is the biggest shift that's happened in you? You're not even quite done writing just yet, but you're almost there. But so your ebook project isn't even 100% finished yet. But in terms of during the time that you were in the program, what would you say is the biggest shift that you noticed in yourself?
I would definitely have to say my self-confidence. And it's just it's like when I read the book, The Big Leap, it was so inspiring to be able to think that I could always be doing things in my zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that? Like, it's like the idea of like, when you say I'm going to go to work, people are like, oh, I'm going to go to work. And it was like, but when you go to work, it's not work if you're in the zone, because you just love it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess like that idea of always doing something that you love.
Yeah.
And realizing that, okay, I can do it and have that financial backing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is just that self-confidence that like my voice can make an impact.
Yeah.
My experiences and how that relates to somebody else can make an impact. So it was like this book, like I remember you always saying, somebody is Googling right now, how do I cure my kid's sleep apnea? And your book has to come up, It's like...
Yeah. Right. And I mean, it's so funny because it's true. Like at the beginning of every Q&A call, we spend some time on mindset, which seems to be, 9 times out of 10, it's what I hear in terms of like the biggest change that has happened in people's life outside of just making money and just helping other people and whatever, which is all fantastic and great. Right. But, this shift in ourselves is so much more, has such a much more powerful ripple effect and much more long lasting effect. So that's what I've noticed in you. But if like, just to kind of clarify that for everybody listening, I mean, it sounds to me like you went from, who am I to write this ebook? Can I really do this? To, I can do it and I have to do it. And these are all the reasons why I should do it. And having that confidence to not only actually do it, but do it well and do it big. Is that right?
Yeah, totally. And, just to put it in, even more context, it's, so I am like 5% away from finishing. I mean, I had like this little setback from having the flu, but I have an editor who's going to start on the 21st. That's this Sunday. So I will be done with the writing then.
That's amazing.
Or I have to be done, and then I'm right now I'm looking for a designer, but it's like, yes, I went through all of that, and now I'm like, okay, it's like I'm looking at this and I'm like, there it is. I don't have to do anything else,
It's real. You've implemented everything. You followed the framework. You took the coaching, like you were super coachable, and every step of the way, even especially I would say whenever it didn't, like any part of the process that wasn't easy, you immediately like reached out for help, got the help, and implemented it, which is the key part, right? So that is incredible. So would you say that there's a particular framework in the program or a particular part of the program that resonated with you or that was the most helpful to you? Was it, was it the group calls, or was it a particular module that helped you the most?
I would say the group calls, but I think it was even just your help tickets. Like you're like, send in a help ticket. If you need anything, send in a help ticket. If it's anything small, send in a help ticket. And it was like, even like writing it to you and putting it out there, I was always like, okay, I feel better. I mean, I guess
it's Sylvie.
Right. just like that release. But then even, I felt like the video response that you would send. I don't know, for me, that sometimes it was like, you were so spot on. So I guess like the coaching, the fact that you were there along the whole process, and then the Q&As, because again, it's that weekly connection with you. And as we're going through the process and seeing how like other people's questions, and then realizing like, wait a minute, why am I not there yet? Or,
right. Yeah. So it's so interesting. And I love that you brought that up, because it is one of these things where it's like what we've noticed after doing this for a minute is really like knowing you're not alone, right? And having that group and the incredible peers who are so helpful to each other and everything as well. And then also having our support from me and my team in terms of giving you that feedback. Because sometimes it's even just a 3% tweak here or there that makes all the difference between something that's kind of, it might do okay, to something that's actually going to be a foundational, part of your business essentially. And so, and again, of course you have to show up and actually ask the questions, but doing it alone is what we've noticed leads to failure a lot of the times, is people that have this incredible expertise, to be super clear, right? So there are people that are incredibly qualified, have a ton of value to share, but they're not marketers and they don't know how to sell. And so having that combo is really what ends up making it really work. So that's fantastic. And I'm so glad you shared that as well. And that's something that we really pride ourselves on, is really being able to be there for you and not letting you be on your own. And also therapy. And also talking about mindset every step of the way and getting really vulnerable about like, what is going on here? Is there procrastination? Like, what is it about? Are we getting stuck? Are we getting a little bit of, butterflies or whatever else? But I think it's so incredible that you're at 95% complete with this project.
Yes.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So in regards to that, so you've had incredible mindset shifts throughout the program, which I could witness with my own eyes. Like I could pretty much like track them. I could map them. Would you say that there was any ripple effect in other parts of your life outside of business where that's benefited you in terms of your family or your interactions with your friends or your day job or anything else?
I feel like it's definitely, I feel like it always ripples out for me. I talk to my sister like almost every day, and I can see like it's so funny because she's also trying to start her own business, and so like I'll kind of relay some information, or she's like, oh, okay. And so it totally, I mean, she gets it. It works for her too. Even my husband and my kids, there's like it's like little tweaks here and there. And it definitely has an effect on everyone around me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. And I love the mindset transformation, but I love that this ebook is almost done. And especially because I love the topic so much. And I think it's going to be so helpful to everybody that is Googling right now. No pressure, but Googling right now to find your ebook. And that's just incredible. So I have to honor you for how you've shown up in the program and how you've taken the coaching, how you've implemented it, especially when your kids were sick, you were sick, and whatever else. And just that level of commitment of saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit to that outcome. I have no idea how it's going to happen, but I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to, be coachable every step of the way. So anyway, thank you so much, Genevieve, for sharing that with everybody else. And for anyone that wants to visit Genevieve's sites, it's genevieveluna.com. We'll put it in the comments below. And also, if you'd like to create passive income with ebooks this year, and you'd like a proven system on how to do that with our help, with our support, book a call with my team and we'll see if we can help you. The link to book a call is sylviemccracken.com/call. And anyone on my team could be incredibly helpful to you to figure out, where are you in your business right now? Does this make sense for you? Do you have what it takes to write an ebook? And can we help you or not? So book a call today and we will see you there. Thanks so much, Genevieve.
Thank you.